I might have a good long time I can work today. So the story is going to be, I'm going to do some cleaning up. I'm going to need that torch. And I'm going to knock that hole out back there. There's my stream light. Oh, this wasn't good. So we are going to, there you go, brighten up, baby. We're going to knock that plug out right there. And I'm going to use that to route wires. I think I've done I could probably do more over there, but I think this is better. So let me knock that out. I think my battery must be dying. All right, I got 3 more. All right, so I am going to do some checking and so forth like that. So what did we have here? We had, yeah, this was a positive. All right, so I didn't get my switch yet. It's supposed to come today, my ignition switch. So we've got these 3 wires we have to tease out of here. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of clean stuff up. And let's go and get rid of that, because that's no good to me anymore. All right, and I think that was just miswired. So we got to get the starter wired, get some wires to the dash, and stuff like that. So I'm glad that came out of there and got out of the way. Well, let's check this diode and resistor. I'm trying to knock that plug out of that thing out of the firewall. But here's your problem, lady. Those are rotten. And look how broken that this is the hot wire. And all that stuff just crackling and just super, super dry. Would be from 1957. So that goes in the pile of shame there. So I've got to try to get that plug right there out. So, boy, the whole thing was depending on that. That's really something. So I looked at my earthing switch inside the car, my knife switch, and one cable comes out to the negative and the other goes down to the frame. So that's good. So, but what I'm going to do too is I'm going to run an earthing strap directly to the cab. Up there it went. So, all right. So I rewired my stream light to get rid of that proprietary battery that annoyed me. So I use these EBLs where you plug it in the side. It took a lot of work to do this. I can't recommend that you do it, but this is a dang sight more convenient. And these are useful in other applications. So the ones here just do this. It really was annoying. I've tried everything to pull it out, so now we're going in. I need both hands. I don't want to make too big of a mistake here, so we'll see if we can get that plug out of there. We're going to get it out. It's just a matter of how messy it's going to be. We're getting there. There's little pieces out of it, and I put a cloth down there to catch the remnants, but we're through, and I think we're going to pinch that thing on out of here now. So it didn't take but a minute. I was about halfway into this. Spire coming off my hair. Okay. And I realized that I only got a couple of wires to run through there, so why not leave this nylon in place? Fine. You know, I wanted to get it out completely, but now I see no reason to do that. So let's pull some wires through there. There was an earthing wire coming out of there for some reason, but I don't know why. So there'll be 3 connections. There'll be a battery, an on, and a start on my marine switch. So I don't think I need to have an earthing wire. I need a starter wire and a hot wire. Okay, let's do that then. Because I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm gonna make a little piggy tail probably just right now. Let me look on the other side of this bulkhead and see what's back there in case I run a self-tapping screw with a, I don't think anything. No, ain't nothing there. Ain't nothing to hit as long as I stay close to that hole. See that hole now? We got her. You can see light coming through it. And that's the light from, see? And I don't see any reason in making that any bigger. Just more to fill in. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad I stopped. sometimes it's good to stop and think things over. All right, actually, I'm going to do some wiring. I got red and white, and I don't know what all those other things are going to the, won't get in there, going to the old starter switch, but we'll figure it out. Okay, let's go see if we can pull that on through and get it over to, while you fight. Okay, let's go over to the driver's side. Now, if you're going to stand on this thing, you got to lock it down with some vice grips, okay? Because it'll move around on you. So, a lot of people I see, they do stand on them. And I'm one of those people. Something about the earth moving under my feet I ain't too cool about. So, okay, well, I'll put the dash back up temporarily. So, let me see if I can, it's only take a second. Okay. What is it? It's like 11 o'clock and 100 degrees in here. All right, so let's see if I can see it. Yeah, I don't know if I can do like delivering a horse here a little bit. Let's see if I can reach all the way over to there. I can't tell. I can't do both. All right, well, let's see if I can pull this thing through. Hang on. Okay, there we are. And that'll go to new, well, what are you holding up there? So that's going to be a keyed hot, and that's going to be going to the starter. Okay, all right, we got them now. So we can probably wire up the starter and see if that gear is going to engage for us. All right, let's see how much rope. Let's see how much wire we got left. Okay, so we have the red wire going to the key switch, which ain't here yet. Wired to number 1 with the diode and resistor in it, and we're going to change that color from green to red, and that's nice and soldered right there. And I'll bind all this stuff up later, but I got to fit a fuel pump in here too, that big old fuel pump. So let's just keep wiring and see what we're going to do. I've got more to do under the truck. I forgot that. Okay, I'm moving some wires from over there. This green wire is the lift pump for down there. Somebody's texting me. And the blue wire is gonna be for my new fuel pump going in over here. So I got relays and fuses and all that to wire, but for now we're gonna pull this through again and tape all that stuff up together up there, and possibly just go ahead and mark them. We got 4 wires coming through here now, and we've got the alternator wire, the starter wire, the main Edelbrock pump, and the lift pump underneath the truck near the tank. So, okay, we're doing good. So, I don't know. What am I going to do now? I don't know, sweat. I have run my earthing strap for the alternator to one of the bolts that holds the holds it together, and I've run it up to the body here because I feel real good about my grounds now. So just got this up and out of the way, so it's just grounded right there, and that'll be fine. So let's work on something else. Well, I found an existing hole in the inner wheel well we're on the right side. So I was able to hang my fuel pump here, and I got a major gash there. I'm sorry. I got to go in and fix that. So here's my adjuster for pressure, and it's going to have to be backed off a little bit, so I'm told. But we'll worry about that here in just a minute. But first, let's get it plumbed. So I got to cut this line and flare it with that fancy tool I got. So let's do that. And I'm not worried about getting a bunch of fuel up here because we've already got a, what was it, 5/16 restriction back there. So I'm not too scared about this line being sort of crimped in a little bit. Ain't going to be no big deal. Let's see. Gosh, I sure don't want to hear that song. Let's see what I got here. Well, there's my nose abate. Let's make a note of that. I think that'll be the tool. Well, let's use this one. That one's a little easier to maneuver. And a pipe bender. This stainless steel stuff's almost impossible to bend. Okay. So here's my new HVAC flaring tool. I've got, I cut about this much of that stainless steel off. See, I had a little bit of a bubble there, but I got to get a little bit of a bubble here. And I'm just going to run rubber line from there to here. I'm going to probably level that out some, of course, and I keep it away from the headers, maybe wrap it with some foil or something. So, but anyway, there it is. And here's this tool. We'll see what kind of flare it makes. I certainly have to have both hands doing this. It just takes persistence and positive thinking, and that thing worked pretty good, it looks like. Let's see if we got a little lip on there. I'm running out of room. Okay. And yep, there's a little lip right there on it. I can't ask for any more than that. That's just dandy. So little bits of stuff probably fell down in there, but that's why I got a filter right there. I don't think there's anything too tragic in there, but it's nice to have that little lip just to have it. Okay, let's plumb it up. Okay, we got her plumbed up, and the adjustment's just right here. I'm so happy about that. She's in there real tight with her little rubber band around her thing there, and I didn't see any harm in just doing it like that. What difference does it make? Fuel don't know where it is. And we'll crank it up here. I probably want to put a fuel gauge on it somehow. I've got this one, but I don't think it's going to help me much. Fuel pressure gauge. Let's see if I can get that on there and check this thing out. We'll just hot wire it. I'll just get some jumpers. Let's see, these wires are down here. Okay, and there's plenty of them. Okay, good. Okay, I'll go back down there then. Okay, I got my fuel pressure gauge down. Let me get a screwdriver so I can adjust that thing, and it's a big screwdriver. Let me go get one, hang on. So I've never turned this fuel pump on, and gas was right up to here, so I think we're okay. So I got the earth wire here, and I think that's the hot wire. Let's see what happens here. Ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1. I don't know if it's got fuel in it or what. Let's run that back one, and let's run that one. That one is right here. So I'll have to think about it here. What was I going to do here? I was going to do it in there. I got to run that back pump to make sure we've got enough gas up here. I don't know if that's pumping gas or air. I guess it's got to be primed. Let's prime it. I ran the back one by putting a pin in it and that back fuel pump wire, making it hot, and it shot up to whatever that is, 9 pounds I think, which is way out of line. So I backed this off like a 1 1/4, and I think we're going to be more than okay. I think I need to get a new fuel pressure gauge. Let me go in and fix myself up. Golly, I don't know. So I probably will end this one here, because I've been out here for 2.5 hours. I haven't had breakfast, and it's almost 12:30. So we're going to stop this. We'll stop this and post this one. This was pretty good. Let me go get a good fuel pressure gauge, because I'm just not biting on that one. That just don't look right. And I don't think I got any other gauges like this. I need a better gauge, because I don't even know what that thing's trying to tell me. So, okay. Well, give me a thumbs up and share, and I appreciate you spending time with me. And we'll talk later. Oh boy, it feels good right here. Let's go in the air conditioning. All right, bye guys.